Good day and welcome to this presentation of the EduPack Enterprise Edition. This is a general overview of the Learning and Teaching Support Material (LTSM) or library module. This presentation will cover the functionality that is available within the module.
Before the module can be used, the user needs to complete the media default setups. This is done by expanding the LTSM menu option. Expand the Setup menu option. And then complete the media defaults.
Firstly, the default limits for the issuing of media can be set up. Secondly, complete the account details. These details will be used to create the necessary accounting entries when new media items are added. As can be seen, the fields will by default be populated with default account information. The user can change this information. Complete the remainder of the media setups.
Next, the user needs to add media items to the system. This is done by making use of the Media Titles menu option. All detail for the new media item is captured on this page. The user has the option to upload an image of the item that is being added. The serial number, which is used to create the barcode for the media item, is entered on the Items tab.
The system automatically generates the serial number and the accession number. The user can override these values.
Issuing of media items. Media items are issued, making use of the Management menu option.
There are three ways in which a learner or educator can be identified. Option 1. The user can make use of the Person ID option. The user can type in the learner or educator ID number, or alternatively the user can scan the learner or educator ID numbers from the learner or educator ID card. For the purpose of scanning, the user has two options. Option 1, the user can make use of a USB scanner. Or Option 2, the EduPack system can use the camera on your device to be used as a scanner. This device can be a laptop, cell phone, tablet, etc. The advantage of this being that the scanning device can be moved around and does not have to stay stationary on a desk or counter. The second way in which a learner can be identified is by selecting the learner from the list of learners that have been registered on the system. Thirdly, the user can select the educator from the list of educators that have been registered on the system.
As soon as a learner or educator ID has been entered, the system will validate the ID. Should the user have entered a valid ID, the learner or educator's detail will be displayed. The issue, return, reservations, lost and paid, failed to retrieve and history tabs will be displayed. The issued tab is by default selected. A list of media items that has been issued to the specific learner or educator will be displayed. A media item is issued by entering or scanning the media item serial number. When this is done, the media item will be displayed in the list of issued items. Media items are returned by selecting the Return tab, and then entering or scanning the serial number of the media item. Media items can be reserved by selecting the Reservations tab, and then entering or scanning the serial number of the media item. Media items that have been lost and have been paid are allocated to Lost and Paid, by selecting the Lost and Paid tab and then entering or scanning the serial number of the media item. Media items that have been failed to be retrieved are allocated to the Failed to Retrieve tab, by selecting the Failed to Retrieve tab and then entering or scanning the serial number of the media item. When all transactions have been completed for the current learner or educator, the next learner or educator's ID is entered by selecting the Next option. When this is done, the page will be cleared and the user can now enter or scan the ID of the next learner or educator.
Batch return. This menu option is used to return multiple media items from different learners or educators. Media items are returned by entering or scanning the serial number of the items. When the serial number is scanned or entered, the system will validate the serial number. Should the serial number be valid, the system will create a record for the item, including a return date. The last item that was returned will be displayed as the first record in the return list. The system will automatically remove the media item from the issue list of the particular learner or educator. The user can now continue to enter or scan the serial number of the next item.
Media searches. The user makes use of this menu option to find media items. The user can type in text which the system should search for. This text could be in the title, the subtitle, the description, or in the abstract of the media item. The user can search for media, according to the status of the media. The search can be refined by adding additional selection criteria. Take note that the search time will increase with each search criteria that is added. When all search criteria have been entered or selected, the search is initiated by selecting the search button. For this example, a part of the title was entered as the search criteria. All media items that fit the search criteria will be displayed in the result list. This result list can be printed or be exported to Excel. The search criteria can be changed and a new search can be initiated by once again selecting the search button. All search criteria can be removed by selecting the reset button.
Media usage log. The user may enter the serial number of the item to be interrogated, either by typing the serial number with the keyboard, or by using a barcode scanner and scanning the barcode on the item. The grid will display all students and/or staff which have a history with the chosen item. The user can use the general toolbar functionality of filtering, sorting, etc. to create the desired outcome.
Media stock take. Stock taking is a library management process, which provides information on the state of the cataloged collections in a library. Stock taking enables the user to accomplish the following: identify what's been added to, or has been withdrawn from the media, including donations and digital resources, should a catalog record have been created for these items. Find out which items have been lost, so that these items can be found or replaced as needed. Confirm that each item in the catalog exists, and is where it belongs. Ensure that items flagged as overdue are not on the shelves. And finally, identify and fix catalog anomalies.
When selecting the Stock Take menu option, and the Stock Take page is displayed, the user has two options. 1. Continue with an existing stock take. Or 2. Create a new stock take database. To continue with an existing stock take, select the Edit Stock Take button. Should the user want to start a new stock take, select the Add New Stock Take button.
When the user have selected the Add New Stock Take button, the media items that should be loaded for the stock take are selected by making use of the media selection options. For this example, the media group, books, have been selected. All media items that have been selected will be displayed.
The stock take list is created by selecting the Save button. The user can now continue with the stock take.
As soon as a stock item is entered or scanned, the system will give an indication that the item has been scanned. For this example, the item number was entered manually. As soon as the item number is submitted, the system will give an indication that the item number is being validated. Should the validation process be successful, the system will indicate this by displaying the validated message. The status of the item in the list will also be updated as being scanned.
It is important to save the scanned information regularly. Once the scan process is completed, and all statuses have been updated, the stock take can be processed. The stock take is processed by selecting the Process button.
Media item reports. When the media reporting option is selected, a list of available media reports is displayed. For this example, the Media Analysis per Title and Status report is selected. Most of the reports has an argument screen. The argument screen is used to select different criteria, to create different reports. This concludes the presentation on the LTSM or Media module. Thank you for your time.